All right, welcome back once again to the second match of the Redemption Bracket, round one. I will go ahead and mention the final match of round one for this bracket was unfortunately also lost. It's not that the players didn't remember to save the replay, but they played two games in a row where one or the other ended up dropping out. And both times Spin had a bit of an upper hand, so Elite was gracious and went ahead and dropped out and let Spin take the win because he did not have time to try and reschedule another match. So we went ahead and moved on with that, and Elite fell out, just so that you know how things progressed with that. I do believe I have some footage from that battle, but I had my own battle around the same time. So, same thing as the Clue and Elite battle. I may make something small on that, but it'll be very limited. It won't be a full replay style video. It'll just have some highlights and moments, some VC shit talking, that kind of thing. So, look out for that. All right. Here we have Josh or Grassfed on the Confederate side here, and then we have Utopia on the Union side. This is the 1v1 tournament sponsored by Chaotic Battles and myself. Links for the Discord where the tournament took place and where the 2v2 tournament in April will take place will be in the details below. Make sure you check that out. As I say that, though, I am realizing at some point I'm going to have to stop saying that, probably for like the last match or two. Because with a number of matches I have and when they'll start releasing versus when the tournament will start, probably don't have enough time to get them all out. If you take a look at the clock, you can notice that contact started pretty early here. The Union did rush some cavalry up this side over here. They took out some skirmishers, but they were routed before they got to the artillery. Moving the armies into place, so I'll probably skip ahead a little bit until they really come back into combat. Right back, and it didn't take quite as long as I thought it might. Better seed pushed right up into the tree line, and they're now matching across from the Union. Some of their troops are still struggling along over on the far right. We'll see what's going to happen with them. Perspective on this tree line skirmish. Confederacy is pushing the Union off this little forest right here. Trying to get in tight on their flank. Extremely solid success for the Confederacy here on this flank to start. Oof. Union took heavy losses on this flank very quickly, but they were able to pull back without being completely overrun. So let's see if they can regather themselves, get back in this. The Confederacy finally took the fight to the Union after sitting around for a couple of minutes. Notice did idle for a little bit before they made this push. They're still coming down hard on the Union. Here. These Union soldiers managed to sneak around the side and take out the artillery emplacement. And now I guess we'll see a standoff between them and the dismounted cav. We'll check back in on that in a minute. Union right is taking some serious hits. I think that artillery is at an amazing angle there. Skirmishers with 2 chevrons. That's pretty wild. Got those trees. The artillery's coming in hot now. Getting at a close or closer range. Have a little bit of a standoff again. Got a little bit of firing here from the flank, but it seems for the most part the Confederacy seems content to hold this lock position. Over here we had another sneaky attempt by the Union to try and push these Confederate guns off. And they got one of them. But now they've got to try and rally up and turn around and hit this other one. I don't know. Yeah, they seem to be firing straight ahead, so not sure if they'll turn around and get them in time. And the Union boys won against the cavalry up in the north. So these two little Union flanking maneuvers, these little sneak maneuvers around the very edges, far left and far right, have turned out to be very, very worth it. We're low risk for the Union to risk two small regiments or two smallish regiments, and they got two artillery pieces, and over here I think they'll keep them down. They've got this cavalry out of the way. Yeah, I don't see them coming back again, so I think that gun's probably safe for the time being. But the artillery has tilted heavily in favor of the Union now, so that could help the Union tilt things back in their favor. I have to advance up to these woods. I'm actually surprised that they managed to make it up into these woods without cracking, just with the shape that those regiments were in before they hit the woods. They're still not in great shape, and they might go here soon, but Union decided very quickly that was not a position they wanted to hold right now. Pulling out a little bit, getting some distance. Flank here seems pretty evenly set. There's definitely a manpower advantage to the Union, but I think that just kind of applies everywhere, especially in this fight. Now, lock is going to start becoming an issue. The Union is holding this 2-point here in the rear, so that 1 point in the middle doesn't do him as much good now. The Confederacy is having to turn around troops and try and fight these boys off. Might just be hitting the trees here. Kind of looks like a strike on the ground. I feel like that Union artillery is falling short. Not sure why. Oh, you know what? It looks like there's a set right here that might be aimed slightly downhill. That might be why they can't aim up high enough to hit them over here. I could be wrong. It could just be map layout or just trees or anything like that, but it could be targeting, depending on where they're choosing exactly to strike. But it does look like they're struggling to hit the Confederate line. Right over the 2-point is getting interesting. Union's being forced to pull off. I don't think this Union Corps wants to shoot in the open field against Pickett. I don't think they have the advantage for that stats. Oh, the Union has pulled forward numbers that I did not realize they had. Regiments wise, I didn't realize they had this many different regiments. And if they can pull pulling back here, pushing on the right. Oh, no, pulling back out on the right. I'm very confused. I I think I remember. I think the Union was sinking all of their chips into this 2 point and hoping they can win this fight on the 2 point. I think that was their entire plan right now. Come on, boys. You can't hit the broadside of a barn. That sounded like it hurt. No, it's not that bad. No. Hey, boss. That Union line's getting real close. Oh. Yeah. The Union won the battle over the 2 point in the rear, and now without a shocking maneuver by the Confederacy, this is going to be hard to pull off. Oh, did we rally? Trying. General Longstreet, sir, be careful. Pretty sure he just friendly fired his regiment there with the artillery. Pretty sure that's what that trail of bodies is from. Uh-oh. Front line is also starting to buckle. These guys have decided to form a Z. Style points, you know. Surely that will help. Yeah, finally breaking down here, it looks like. He's trying to pull out now. Desperately trying to cling to this 1 point so that if he can fight these guys off here, which I think he's hoping to do with this artillery aimed straight at them. He can still win. He has 4.5 minutes to try and break these guys off, and Utopia has about 4.5 minutes to try and hold there. Up here at the crucial point, it looks like we have Josh or Grassfed. His artillery is pointed straight down line at Utopia's Union boys. And we have approximately 4 minutes left for Utopia to try and hold out, or Josh to try and push him off. And of course, pushing him off is important, but holding this 1 point is equally as important for that strategy. It looks like it may not matter anyways. The Union has managed to turn their lines. And it looks like they control this 1 point up here in the corner, which means that even without that 2 point, they would still hold a small lock advantage. And even if it was close on that lock to the 1 point, it doesn't matter now, as the Confederate flank has been completely turned. where the final battle line is, but it's going to end before these guys get crushed. Lock victory is going to go to Utopia and the Union as he now controls 6 points to 3 for the Confederacy. I believe it was 3. I did that math very quickly at the end, looking at the map before it ended. 3 or 4 for the Confederacy, but either way, he was outnumbered by the Union. In fact, not just outnumbered in lock points, he was outnumbered very heavily in manpower, Utopia having a 4,300 man advantage. And morale was proving to be a problem for him right at the start, but the maneuvers he pulled with cavalry and some sneaky infantry on the flanks allowed him to get rid of that artillery. And despite his corps' low morale, he was able to stick in there. If the artillery had hung around for the Confederacy, I think it would have been a much harder fight for the Union because that corps' morale is fairly low. And the shock value of artillery can help send a lot of their units running. But the fact that most of his artillery was taken out at some point or another really helped keep the Union in it. At first, they were getting crushed. And Utopia had to pull back, set up his defenses, get going again. And after the artillery was taken care of, he was able to push forward successfully. So here's some of the stats. And yeah, next up is the finals for the main bracket. It's going to be the finals between Clue and NK. And after that, Spin will face the loser of that match because Spin took that victory. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.